Spider. I'm UTech and I'm working on the deck builder this year. So this week I wanted to share some progress on the game that I made recently. For the past few days I've been focusing on some improvements for a UI system to improve some visibility and to start making a system for the beginning of the game. So here are with the new options panel in the main menu with some fancy buttons. And then when we go to the new game, because there is nothing yet on the main page, so when you go to the new game, you will be directed to the windows where you can prepare yourself for an adventure. So you can choose a deck. I honestly have now just one deck, and this deck only have 3 types of the cards, but I made the window that you can pick up, make a sneak peek on the cards with some pop-up windows. And I made an option for myself to add some more decks in the future, but for this game, since it's going to be a small game, there will be limited number of the decks, and I will try to provide some variety for the cards, for the decks itself, so they will have some different units, spells, and enchantments. And along the game, the player will be collecting some kind of totem experience, and it will be able to spend them on the equipment before they start the new adventure. So I don't have yet all of those fields, so I just prepared like the very basic one, like you can increase the health of the main player or number of shields. And then for your heroes on the map that are actually doing fighting on the map, then you can also increase their health, damage, reload speed, distance, and so on and so on. So this is already actually those active ones that are hooked into the system. So when I improve something, it's actually increasing radius, and then if I increase some shields, then the player will get some shields. So it's basically like health, but it's a different system. It will appear on the cards at some point that you can generate some shields during the game, or some heroes might have some special skills that will provide some shield, and so on. Then there are gold bars which are providing the money at the beginning of the game, and it's gonna be quite important because there's a shop along the game that where you will be able to spend this money on some good cards and artifacts. You can of course reset everything and start from scratch, and then either return or go to the map where the window is also improved. I make it a bit wider with a bit different distance between the nodes and some new buttons. So the button for the start of the game, the button generate map will remain. So you can each time choose the map that you like. And then just to show you also the improvement that I put in the game, because I've been working on the windows that are representing rest, fireplace, shop, or the treasure. So let's take a shop, because it's after the first fight it will appear. So there is not much change here, except that I changed a bit of the windows for the player stats and hero stats with the bigger fonts. And as well for heroes, the fonts are increased so that it's more visible. And I put some titles of the windows and the brackets on the top in the special UI. I still didn't improve the options panel, so that has to be done. But I made some changes to the way that the cards are presented. So that's a draw pile. I changed the color of the background, a little bit of finishing for the buttons, and that's all cards. Then the map also with a new appearance. And then when you start the game and you go to the shop, I'll just deal with those two guys because this is just obviously you can choose the card. That's also improved a bit window. So we're choosing the card, going to the next node, and when we choose shop, now shop will appear. Here you have a choice from out of the 5 cards or one of the 5 artifacts. Of course, if you have more cash, you can buy more. But there will be, it's the same like in the Slay the Spire. There is an option to buy the remove card service. So you can go to the remove card window where you are just choosing a card and confirming whether you want to remove it or not. So let's remove one just to show you, because there is like an animation, burn animation that I was working quite a lot on. Voila. And then after that, the remove card option is blocked, but you can still buy some cards if you have cash here. There is no cash anymore, so you can just move on to the next node. At any point of the game, even now when the map is pretty much finished, you can save and quit, go to the main menu, start completely new map, or you can continue the old game. So it will direct you to the map to go for the next fight and so on. What I wanted to show you also is the other options like a treasure. So you can, just to show you the window for a treasure, it's still in the early development, so it doesn't look so great, but I will be adding elements slowly. So the treasure will consist, there will be 3 chests. I will probably represent it somehow in the icon with the sprite. There will be wooden chest, golden, and then will be epic chest as well. So each time you will get some bonuses, of course, in coins or health in this case. And there might be one artifact. This is actually an artifact that is going to be appearing here. It's or you will be able to choose sometimes cards, sometimes artifact. Here it's an artifact, and then continue your mission to the next point. So there is a fireplace. That's good that it's happening here. So when you open the fireplace, you will have just 2 options. It's like in a Slay the Spire as well. You can heal yourself for 10 points, or you can, it's blocked now because there is nothing to heal, you have full health, or you can upgrade cards. So that's going to take you to the upgrade cards window where there is your entire hand, your entire deck currently possessed, and then the cards that are able to be upgraded, they will be highlighted with an arrow. You can pick one, and then for a confirmation it will show you the card that is next level, and either you accept and run an animation and the window will close together with the fireplace, or you can just skip it and it will close the fireplace and this window itself, because there is going to be always just a choice between the upgrade card and heal. Let's say we upgrade, and then we can go to the next fight. And that's pretty much all from the work that I did so far with this game. I was adding some finishing touches to the windows. I know it's maybe a bit too early to put so much work into the user interface, but I kind of turning on this game quite often, and I would like to look at, have it looking nice, since I'm turning it on like hundreds a day just to test a couple of stuff. So I decided that to put a bit more of work for that. And so what's the next step? The next step will be, I still have to improve a couple of windows in the gameplay. So the option window will change its appearance. I will keep the pause window, but there was supposed to be a reset button that will reset the battle, but there is no sense, honestly, because you can always save. There is no sense, because if you reset the battle and you just pick up the new hand of cards, you can cheat the system. You can just reset the battle all the time until you get the cards that you want. So it will make the game too easy. But you can save and quit and then go back to the game. It's pretty much like a reset, but it maybe discourage players to do it, honestly, to make a shortcut like this. So that's the things that I have to improve, couple of windows, and then I want to create like an almanac or encyclopedia for a game as well. So it's going to be combining all of the information about all the cards, trinkets, or artifacts, or everything else. Then I will still have to work on one more node or two more nodes. So there will be one more node that will be representing some random events, kind of short story events that will maybe provide some bonuses or maybe some disadvantages. We'll see. And I was also thinking about to incorporate the different type of the game, let's say. So not that the enemies will walk on the path to the portal, but I was thinking to make like a one portal in the middle of the map and the enemies going towards it, and then you can place your players all around, and then there's this fight like defending a flag. Yeah, so I'm thinking about this. For sure, there will be one more node, which are going to be the random events. It's also similar, like Slay the Spire and the games of this kind with this kind of map. So that's the whole things that I have for today. Hope you like it. I still don't have a title for a game, so looking for it. If you have some good ideas, again, just let me know in the comments. And thanks for listening and have a nice day. See you next one. Ciao.